Hi, I'm Mike Ryan. Recently, I received a message from a viewer requesting a follow-up to our video on number 8. And they specifically wanted to have a close-up of the different types of turquoise from number 8 and possibly a little more background on where the turquoise was sourced. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to have a close-up look at number 8 turquoise. Now, in our first video, we gave a lot of basic background about number 8, so I'd really recommend you take a look at that. And also in Turquoise in America Part 2, 1910 to 1990, we have a lot of the history of number 8, and it's really a good way to get a foundation in understanding the different turquoise from number 8. So basically what we're going to be looking at here is some demonstration of the kind of foundation of number 8, which is that it's a pocket mine, meaning the turquoise was formed in clay pockets. So it's mostly found in nuggets. And really whether the matrix was a dark matrix or a tan matrix was dependent upon the clay that it was formed in. There's very little of the dark web number 8 turquoise, but we're going to show some of that as well as some of the other lighter brown red web turquoise from number 8. One thing to be aware of with number 8 is so much of it that came out after the period of the Edgars, when they sold to Kennecott Mining Company. It became a big gold mine. And towards the end, the concession was given to Dow Ward, and they were taking out lots of chalk turquoise, which he stored in his warehouse in Crescent Valley. That turquoise was stabilized and came to market, and most of what we find in the marketplace today is the stabilized number 8. Now, there's nothing wrong with that turquoise, some of it very, very beautiful. But you need to be aware that the natural number 8, especially that came out during the period when the Edgars had that mine, is very rare in the marketplace. And the dark web number 8 is exceptionally rare. And most all of that is in collections right now and seldom comes to market. And when it does, it's very expensive. So with that, let's take a look at some number 8 turquoise. Well, we're going to start here by looking at some very typical number 8, demonstrating the light blue in the lightish brown matrix, which, as I said before, is coming from the red clay pockets that turquoise is found in. And we're going to go across here a little bit by grade. So we're going to start out here, and these would be considered, these first 3 are a little bit lower grades, and that's primarily because of the lightness in the color. Then as we're moving across here to these next 3, we're going to see a little deeper color, a little more defined pattern in the matrix, which really helps to define the grade of number 8 turquoise. This turquoise all came from Mike McGooey, and he can be reached. He still sells turquoise, and his source is Turquoise Matrix on Instagram. This next group was from San Petania. Now, the Petania family is a very famous family in jewelry. It's also a famous family in turquoise because Sam's grandfather, Frank Petania Sr., really bought some of the finest jewelry, turquoise, that was available in the market. And he would have been buying from the from the 30s, all through the 30s and on into the 50s. So, and even later, probably into the early 60s. So the family really accumulated a lot of really quality turquoise for their own jewelry collections. And in this, we can see, first of all, that the turquoise was all cut in a, not in a free-form fashion, but these are all calibrated cabochons, which a lot of jewelers really like. But here I want to show here these first 4 cabs are really defined more by the color of the blue than they are by the matrix. So number 8 can get confusing because once you start looking and saying, well, I'm going to define it by the matrix, whether it has the reddish brown matrix or the black dark matrix, well, once you start doing that, and then you'll see cabs like this that really are now defining it more by the quality of the blue. Although here we see more, hardly any matrix at all. These, if there is any, it is coming more from that darker matrix. This one, of course, exhibiting that traditional classical number 8 red web. And then in the last one there, we really see an example of more of the darker web. In this group, we start on the top and we see some fine examples of mostly the dark web examples. And these all came from Nevada Gem, which is Bob Bruscia, who has been one of the foremost collectors and turquoise dealers for many years. Also the author with Annie Osborne of Turquoise Gem of the Southwest. And so we see these sort of classic number 8 patterns, the broader turquoise formation with that distinctive light blue color, and then here on this end 2 of a dark web examples. Now these are not the highest quality of example of dark web. As I said, those are very, very hard to come by in the marketplace. Next we go down, we see 3 examples here. These 3 examples all come from Eric Rundquist. And Eric is a long-time Turquoisero turquoise dealer, really has had quite an exceptional turquoise collection. And then here we see these 2 fine examples were from Dennis June. And Dennis was a long-time Scottsdale Indian arts trader. Sadly passed away a few years back, but his wife June is still carrying on the business. Finally, down here we see an example. This came from Ernie Montoya, and probably one of the best sources still for turquoise if you're looking to purchase is from Ernie at Sunwest Silver in Albuquerque. Finally, we see these 2 extraordinary cabochons of some of the highest grade of the traditional red web with the light brown matrix of number 8 turquoise. Also exceptional for their size. This is a little over 300 carats, this one a little under 300 carats. These have a wonderful story of provenance, which you can read about in A Story of Provenance, which is on the blog. I encourage you to do that. But what's really exceptional about these, and you can really see it here in this photo, is how we have this exceptional pattern. The definition and pattern of the turquoise formation in these is just extraordinary. And of course the color, which is just such a typical number 8 color. And certainly these came from the same large nugget because of the similarity of the matrix formation of the turquoise formation. And it really doesn't matter where these came from. You can't go and replicate them in the marketplace. They really are one of a kind and really truly museum pieces. It would be very hard to even put a price on this because there's no comparable pricing. What do you put on a price? What's the value of something that will never be found again? But just wanted everyone to see one of the highest grades of number 8 turquoise, along with the dark web, the very, very highest grade of the dark web number 8.